happens. I mean, it's one of the only times in my whole career that I have seen cashmere peridot. I do not know how you do it. Again, Bob has access to the rare, the mined out, the exotic. You blow my mind when the things he brings to us, because we never get to talk about it. I want you to see this peridot. Again, when we think about cashmere, you know, you think about cashmere India, you think about cashmere sapphire.
You do.
And you think about something that's
you think extinction.
Exactly.
You think extinction.
Exactly. Look at that, $149.90. Is that the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen?
I know what it takes to make the jewelry. I know the effort and the energy it takes to hand engrave a band like this. So you're talking about cashmere peridot. Please do not compare this to Chinese peridot. It's a completely different world.
That's right.
If you've never experienced it. Now that particular mine, again, is also mined out.
Wow.
We bought the rough, and we literally buy our own rough, so that's how we're able to get some of these rare stones for you.
God.
And there is really nothing, the only other one that I've ever seen that I like as much is the one that comes from Burma. Burma and also cashmere, there's a completely different color. If you ever have the chance to look at this in candlelight, you'll see this incredible flash and color that irradiates and it glows even in candlelight. It is spectacular, extremely rare. And then that's Madagascan iolite.
Really?
From Madagascar, which is a small, tiny little mine deposit where they mine them in riverbeds that are ancient riverbeds. So this is the best quality in the world in iolite.
And the last call is going out on the iolite. If you want the iolite, you have to order immediately. It's almost gone, so good luck with that. And again, cashmere peridot. This is that classic 7-stone design. The settings are glorious. If you love vintage, if you love antique, Art Deco, Art Nouveau, that's what you're getting. And this isn't made to look like. This is identical. It is the exact mold. I mean, we're talking about a very special and unique collection of jewelry dating back to the 1912s. Women, you know, have been wearing these designs for well over 100 years, and you can see it's truly timeless. The detail is amazing. I mean, this is something, if you could put diamonds in this setting. You could put anything in this setting.
And a lot of them originally had diamonds in them.
Sure.
And I have actually bumped into people over the years, Colleen, that are wearing my grandfather's original pieces.
No kidding.
So it's 104 years. We originally started in 99 Canal Street. One of the oldest, there's nobody there anymore, but one of the oldest jewelry sections of New York. The building is still there, but it really was, you know, I was thinking about the other day how I grew up in an environment and an atmosphere where people that own jewelry companies, most of them came from foreign countries and they were craftsmen. They weren't salesmen. They were bench guys. They were jewelers. And that's how eventually they create. Today everybody's a salesman. In those days, these guys were the real deal.
Exactly,
so
I get it.
That's what my grandfather was. I've hoped that I've been passed on from my dad.
You know what's so amazing about what Bob is saying? Look at that peridot, you guys. Oh my gosh.
It glows.
Last call goes out here. There's over 100 gone. There's 26 left. It will sell out. And by the way, when we talk about not only, I mean, Bob is the real deal. His family's the real deal. They make this jewelry in America. This is made in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
I mean, hello.